mummies and daddies, mummies and daddies to be even. So this video is called Be a King, and it is for both of you, but actually more for the guys, I would say, in just helping you to have a deeper sense of awareness for self, and in the way that you respond to the pregnancy, the way that you may support your partner through the pregnancy, and especially once a child has come, because guys, we know you have it hard too. There is so much that you are also adjusting to. You suddenly have this greater sense of responsibility, all of these worries that are you going to be able to be up to this yourselves, and the bigger responsibility that is upon you. But it's not just about when the child gets here. There is so much by the way that you are being now that is also supporting your baby's development, in the way that you treat your partner, the way that you honor her, support her, but be very open with her. The worst thing for your partner to feel is that you are closed off to her in any way. She wants you to be open with her. She wants you to be honest. She wants to be able to explore things with you, to talk about things with you. So it's important, no matter how life gets, especially right now, to give some space and time to your partner, and really honor her, listen to her, but also share yourself. Sometimes in this unionship, being the pregnant mummy, you get a bit worried that all the focus is on you, because obviously a lot of expecting daddies become extra protective all of a sudden with the mum. If you are treating your partner any different now to what you did before, feeling more protective of her, looking out for her more, making sure she's safe more because she's carrying your child, you need to look at that, because your partner is also going to recognize that, and she's going to recognize that suddenly you're treating her far more precious than what you once was. Don't stop treating her precious, but don't let that stop when the baby's born as well, okay? That's a big thing. Suddenly the baby comes and mummy might be feeling a bit neglected all of a sudden, and not as important in your eyes. You know what? Once that baby's here, she is even more important, trust me. So really, this is about you being so giving of yourselves, guys, and really stepping up and embodying into that king role. Because what the king is the balanced masculine, feminine within. It's about working with the self to heal the masculine wounds, but also healing the any feminine wounds that you have, like the imprinted belief system that for whatever reasons have been placed into the many layers of your soul energy that is impacting, and it's like the way that it outlets into your environment, into your world. So there might be some inner work, there might be things that come up that you need to address. Becoming a parent can actually trigger a lot of your own childhood wounds, or really bring them into your awareness and make you really start thinking about the kind of parent that you want to be. So listen to the thoughts and the things that are going on inside of you. Share them with your partner, and maybe together you can work on those things. Maybe you need to retreat and do a little bit of inner healing work yourself to address some of these things that are coming into your awareness because of these new experiences that you're having now. Obviously, mummy is going to be going through some huge hormonal changes. Try not to dismiss her needs and her feelings. Yes, hormones have a big role to play in how we are feeling during pregnancy as well. But honor her, honor however she is feeling, and support that. Do all that you can to support her, but don't forget that she does not want to stop supporting you as well. So allow her to also support you and love you and nurture you, because that is the natural, that is the natural state of most balanced divine feminine energies. That's what we want to do. And when we are carrying life within us, scientifically it even shows that we are surging with oxytocin, the in love hormone, because it's all part of the bonding process with our babies that are growing within us. But we're just full of so much love. We have so much love to give, so let us love you as well. We will love you so much more if you give us love, attention, space and time. When I say attention, I don't mean like in an unhealthy way. I mean just honoring the time to listen to us, honoring our needs. If we're telling you we're feeling a certain way, you don't always have to be the hero and change anything, but maybe ask her, what can I do that's going to help you right now? Is there anything I can do to help you to feel better? If she says no, all you can do is be there for her, listen to her, hold her, whatever she needs right now. Just remember, she's not here to be your mother. In a lot of relationships, it's very easy because the divine feminine is so nurturing, loving, caring, and it can be so easy for the men to fall into that, oh, it's so nice to receive all this, and it is like a very maternal energy, and very often it can be taken advantage of. And what I mean by that is just lap it up, really, but honor what she gives you. Really cherish that love, and give back likewise. Just support her. When the baby's here, really listen to her needs. If you want to give the best to your child, to your baby, it's not just about putting your baby first in everything. It is really honoring the mother as well, and really honoring her needs throughout. So remember that once the baby's here, the mother's body on a biochemical level is now going through some vast changes again. It doesn't stop for a long time. The hormones, the producing of the milk, depending how long you're breastfeeding, but it can take a long time for the body to start settling again into some normative state. So continue to nurture and love your wife or your partner. If you are in a same-sex unionship, then whoever is the one that has carried the baby, then please, it's the same. Just honor the role that person is playing. She is the divine sacred portal that is channeling the soul of this child, of your child. And honor that, honor her, and in return she will have so much love and respect and just gratitude for you. And when you burst a woman's heart with so much love, there is just so much more she has to give back to you. Just remember that, guys. Okay. So yes, step up, guys. Step up if you haven't already. And by giving the best to her, supporting her the best you can, you are supporting your child the best you can as well. You have some big roles, but you're also going through big changes yourself. So take the time for yourself also to meditate, to check in with your higher self, and receive the higher guidance. Do your reading. Show an interest in not just the development of your child, but really do some research to what your partner is going through also, on a biological and emotional process of this child growing inside of her. Try and be in tune with what she's going through, and try to be empathetic and supportive with her as she's going through these different stages through the pregnancy. I remember when I went full term with my daughter, who is now 14, in the relationship I was in then, he, like, this is going back 14 years ago, and I think it was a different state of consciousness as well, like a greater consciousness for men. Oh, more cats coming, sorry. And it's like, there is this well, when the baby's, once it's here, then I'll get excited, then I'll play my role, then I'll do my thing. And I used to be doing all my reading. Obviously, I'm trying to keep in tune with what's going on through the pregnancy, how my body's changing, what stage of development is the baby at. So I would read like a weekly development guide of the baby developing in the womb, and also getting an idea of what I needed for my diet, what I needed to support me to feel better, what was good for me, what wasn't, how I was feeling at different stages, why I might be feeling certain ways at different stages. And when I would sort of try and share a lot of this with my partner at the time, he really wasn't that interested. And sometimes he'd blatantly say, look, it's not that I'm not interested, it'll just, I'll be more interested once the baby's here, kind of thing. And there were certain, once I was getting bigger later on in the pregnancy, and he knew that the baby could hear things around, the hearing had developed and all these different things, he started to become a bit more excited and interactive with the development of the baby in later stages. But for the mums, it can be really tough. It is very impacting on our bodies, on our emotional well-being, how we feel, how we're operating in day-to-day life. So just by you showing an interest, taking the time to do your own research even of what we might be going through, is huge. It's like, really, that's really showing love and respect and support for your lady. So show an interest. That means a lot to her. And yeah, if there's anything that you can support her with more so, if she needs it, if she's having a great pregnancy like myself at the moment, then, she might not need as much extra support and help. I don't know. Go with what she requests of you. If you have an open and honest relationship, if you can just take the time to sit and communicate through the pregnancy, then yeah, listen to her needs, honor that. If she seems angry, try not to respond with anger. She's trying to tell you something that is making her unhappy. There may be adjustments. Try not to take things too personally. She's just trying to adjust her world accordingly to prepare space for when this child comes. And we often start doing that even subconsciously. It's like the child's soul is now also playing a part in preparing their world in a way that's going to support them for when they arrive. So listen to her. You can also communicate with the soul of your baby. It would be beautiful for you to do some meditations together, some soul connecting. You could maybe go into meditation together and make the intention that you're going to both connect with the soul of this child. And when you come out of meditation, share your experience. What did you feel with this child? Did you talk to the child? What did they tell you? What did you, just share your experiences of connecting with the soul of your baby. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, then be open to listening to your partner share her experience with you if she has been doing those things, because she's also giving you a heads up kind of like what this baby is going to be like when it arrives, as it grows up in different ways. So be very, she is holding the soul and the life of this child inside of her. She's going to be extremely connected to it. But you don't need to feel disconnected to the pregnancy or to your baby until it's born. You can also feel that connection, but you need to take the time and honor the space and to have that connection and to honor the love and the time now to your baby while it's still growing inside the mummy. So yeah, there are some lovely things that you can do together to really enjoy the pregnancy together, to feel connected with the baby from now. You don't have to wait till the baby's born. And then once the baby is born, just, you know, I did another video about being a single mummy, and guys, you might want to listen to that as well, because I'm kind of comparing my experience of being in a relationship and being a mum, and my kind of having an idea of being a single mum now, of what this new experience is going to be like for me. And the reasons why I'm actually excited to be a single mum this time round. Had my experiences with my partner been very different in the past, I might not have felt the same way that I do now, but maybe this is what I need to experience now. But I'm not tarnishing all men to be the same in any way. I only share my own experiences from my past, but also acknowledging that there are so many divine walking masters and kings in this world that will embody such a wonderful role of supporting their partner and sharing the work with their partner in growing and expanding a beautiful family and raising these wonderful higher conscious beings, these beautiful children, into the world of adulthood. So I know that you guys are out there, and if there are lots of, you know, there are lots of dynamics that change in a relationship when children come along, and there is a huge essence of giving of self. And sometimes what can be really hard is that once the children are here, is like not getting offended if your partner suddenly doesn't have as much time for you. You need to make time for each other, but sometimes if you go nearly a whole week, you need to be stable enough in your relationship, in yourselves. This is where the inner work comes in. So if you, to not be too needy on your partner, to have that security that the love is still there even when you don't have as much time to give to your partner. And I'm not just talking the dads to the mums here, I'm also talking the mums to the dads as well, you know, because let's say, if I'm not just saying that this is how it is in how it should be or anything like that, but let's just say dad's been at work all day, comes home, and he wants some precious time with his child before the child goes to bed. He wants to share that time with the child. You know, mum would probably love that, because she would love some time for herself if she's the one that's been the main caregiver throughout the day. So she would probably really embrace that and love that you can give that time to the child and want to share that time with the child when you get home. And she would, you know, but it's important for the mum not to feel then that, oh, you haven't got time for me, because then by the time baby goes to bed, daddy might be tired too, and the both of you are just shattered and you just want to go to sleep. But do always try to make some time, at least once a week, where the two of you, and it's not about sex. I mean, yeah, if you feel good and you have the energy and it just feels natural in the moment to share that deeper love connection with each other, brilliant. But it's the heart connection you maintain with each other throughout. So being there for each other, carrying on to be there for each other, to listen to each other's needs once the baby's here, throughout the childhood of the child. You know, this is ongoing, but to listen to each other's needs, each other's if there's anything that you want to do, experiences to have, worries, anxieties, if you're feeling stressed, if you feel like things need to change in any way, things that are going on in your personal lives, whether at work or at home, or just in how you're feeling inside, anything, just be ready to share each other's world as well. This is not just about pouring your all into the child and giving the child everything. You two are the unit that supports this child. So you two need to maintain this loving structure, and to make time for it, and to nurture what you have with each other, because what you have with each other is expanding and what is harnessing the love for this child as well. Okay, how you feel with each other is going to affect you as a parent as well. There were times for myself when my daughter was younger, and as she was coming up to about 2 years old, me and my partner went through a really difficult stage of our relationship. And during that time, I felt so depleted, very lacking in self-worth. I had a lot of healing to do, but wasn't necessarily in a space to know how to go about that at the time. So I just felt very down and depressed a lot of the time. Often in relationships, you find that when things aren't good between you two, it impacts everything in your world. It kind of puts a shadow on all of your other experiences. And yeah, and because, you know, you have so much love for that person, it means a lot to you when that relationship is in a good space. Okay, so we want to try and hold it in that space, but there's work and effort that we both have to do to maintain that. And yeah, so when I was going through that difficult time, and my partner as well, neither of us could be the best parent that we could possibly be, because we were hurting inside. We were going through some really difficult stuff at that time, and that really, as much as I tried to be the best I could, it took extra effort. And there were times that my daughter, she was going to pick up that mummy wasn't feeling right. No matter how much of a disguise you try to put on that, they do pick up. Oh, hello, darling. This is my other kitty. They do pick up when you're not feeling good. They pick up on the energy in the home. And you two as a couple are going to go through different things. You're going to have good days, bad days. There's going to be times that, you know, whether you're sleep deprived, whatever's going on, you're going to have your little niggles. It's all, oh, okay, that's too much love, baby. The nails came out. And, you know, there are going to be times, and you mustn't feel guilty for that. But making space and time also for positive resolution, and working on those things, and trying not to judge each other too much, just support each other. Okay, so I hope some of that might have helped some of you out there. Sending so much love to all of you. Thank you for listening. Bye.